All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking the core inspiration and the real value proposition behind something pretty fascinating for industry leaders. It's called the Coaches Brokerage. Look, if you're a real estate coach, a speaker, a trainer, or a consultant, you already know the intense drive it takes to actually succeed in this space. But today, we're going to look behind the curtain at a new model that's specifically designed to solve one of the most persistent yet totally hidden problems in the entire coaching industry. We're talking about building a scalable community together.
So let me ask you a question right off the bat. Who is pouring into you? It's so incredibly common for modern real estate coaches and consultants to be so laser-focused on their clients that they look up one day and realize they're completely alone. I mean, you're giving all your energy, all your best insights, and all your motivation to everyone else. But who is recharging your batteries? The lonely reality here is that so many leaders just put themselves on an island, and you absolutely cannot pour from an empty cup.
If that hits home for you, take a look at these 8 common coaching challenges the source material identifies. I'd bet good money you experience friction with at least a few of these literally every single day. We're talking about the endless grind of client acquisition and marketing. Or maybe it's business profitability, because so many coaches honestly undervalue their time or undercharge. Then there's leverage and burnout, where you're trying to be all things to all people without an actual admin or marketing department behind you. You might be struggling to nail down your unique value proposition, or maybe you're just lacking your own accountability and proven systems. It is an incredibly heavy load when you're carrying the whole shebang by yourself.
So here's how the source lays out the escape route from that isolation. We're going to cover 1, the coaching island, 2, the missing glue, which is community, 3, the 3 pillars of growth, 4, coaching versus a coaching business, and finally, number 5, are you ready to join? All right, part 1, the coaching island. The creator of this model had a real holy smokes moment after running their own coaching business for over 10 years. They started out just genuinely wanting to help people and, improve their ability to ask powerful questions. But as they got better at it, the business grew, the demands skyrocketed, and suddenly they had less and less free time. And that's the paradox, right? As your success as a leader grows, so does your isolation. You find yourself trying to piece together this fragmented business, working 24/7, completely without a peer network to recharge you. You basically strand yourself on an island.
Which brings us to part 2, the missing glue, community.
This really gets to the heart of the issue. The source pulls this fantastic quote from the book Atomic Habits. We don't rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems. And it's just so true. Without underlying structural support, we're all just winging it. We're running our businesses purely off emotion, subject to the ebb and flow of how we happen to feel on any given Tuesday. And an emotion-driven business without systematic support, that ultimately just leads straight to burnout.
So the real game changer here is what the source calls the focusing question. Basically, what's the one single thing, that one element, that makes all those disjointed business puzzle pieces we talked about earlier easier, or even completely unnecessary? Out of all the fragmented pieces of a coaching business, the source zeroes in on community and collaboration as the absolute greatest common denominator. It's the glue. When you can actually learn from peers, feed off their energy, and share resources, while all those other challenges just start to resolve themselves.
Moving on to part 3, the 3 pillars of growth.
The platform actually operationalizes this whole community concept into a roadmap with 3 distinct pillars to scale your business. And look, it's not about just throwing more information at you, because honestly, information is the last thing most of us need right now. It is all about implementation. Let's break down how each of these 3 pillars actually works in the real world. Pillar 1 is community and collaboration. There's this great testimonial from a member named Jackie that perfectly captures the vibe. She points out that members actually leave their egos at the door. They really don't care who gets the credit. They participate in these weekly masterminds and real-time problem-solving hot seats. So if you're hitting a wall with a client, you get immediate feedback and mindset shifts from a peer group that understands exactly what you are going through. It's all about collaboration over competition.
Then we've got the second pillar, systems and business growth. The source highlights this coaching business blueprint, which distills over 10 years of wisdom that's already helped create over 50 six-figure coaches. But what's genuinely wild is their AI-powered member hub. You get access to proven, white-label, plug-and-play tools. You can literally just upload your logo, and the AI generator instantly creates customized, off-the-shelf playbooks, workbooks, and brand kits for you. It completely removes the friction of content creation, so you can just get back to, actually coaching. And that brings us to the third pillar, which is all about visibility and opportunity. Because let's be real,
You need qualified leads. The Coaches Brokerage features a searchable coach directory designed to drive traffic based on your specific expertise and your geographic location. Plus, since you're part of this abundant community, you get access to internal referrals. Like when another coach realizes a prospect just isn't the right fit for them, they pass them over to you. You also get to collaborate on virtual summits and tap into strategic vendor partnerships. It's just a highly networked ecosystem built to keep your pipeline completely full.
Now for part 4, coaching versus a coaching business.
There is a massive mindset shift you have to make here. There's a huge dichotomy between just having the soft skills of a coach, like the art of asking great questions, and actually mastering the systems required to run a scalable coaching business. The source uses a brilliant analogy. It's exactly like the gap between a real estate agent who just sells homes and an agent who actually runs a real estate business. If you want to scale, you have to master the back-end systems, marketing, pricing strategies, onboarding, client retention. The platform is explicitly designed to bridge that exact gap.
But, and this is a big but, the source is super strict about expectations here. If you join, it requires about 2 to 3 hours a week of active engagement in the masterminds and learning labs. And more importantly, you have to plan on giving more to the group than you take from it. This absolutely isn't for voyeurs who just want to hide in the background and extract resources. It's strictly for active participants willing to share their wins, their losses, and genuinely play team ball. In fact, if you're just looking for the tools without the community aspect, the creator actually prefers you don't join at all.
All right, part 5. Are you ready to join? So looking at the practical next steps from the source material, the platform currently offers a month-to-month founder's pricing at $297 a month, and you have the freedom to cancel anytime. And to answer a question you're probably already thinking, no, you do not have to give up your own brand. The whole point of the white label tools is that you keep your unique identity while using the Coaches Brokerage as this powerful, unseen back-end engine. You get all of the momentum without losing an ounce of your personal brand. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. You literally pour everything you have into your clients, but who is pouring into you? You don't have to build your business in isolation anymore. The tools are there, the roadmap is there, and the community is waiting. So the only question left to answer is, are you ready to rise above the noise, leave your ego at the door, and join a collaborative movement to completely change this industry? Are you ready to stop building alone?